Hey, man.
It all comes
It
around.
couldn't have been better executed.
I loved it. Every bit of it. So
I don't
good.
understand this. Like, it just does not, like, compute. Like,
Yeah,
how
you
did
would think
this
that this
turn
kind of
out?
stuff would suck.
Yeah,
Like,
I
desperately.
was just talking
Desperately.
to my friend about it before I came over because he had already he was one of the people who told me like way back when it like I think when it came out like whatever last year or something like in October.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, dude, you have to fucking watch this shit. It's so good." And I was just like, "Really, really?" Like, I don't know. I was kind of pissed off with the last movie and shit. Like, why would I want to? And he was just like, "No, dude, I promise." And him and a couple other people telling me the same thing. Like, this was phenomenal. It was way better than it deserved to be. Well, it actually deserved to be pretty good, but it's just you don't expect it.
I guess it did. I guess from what I've been saying, I should say that it did deserve to be good because I guess I do like the source material and I always wanted it to be presented in this way. But no, this had no right to be this good. This is insane how good this is. What the fuck did we just watch?
Yeah, what the fuck? And I was even telling him like, my fucking, the person that would be most critical of this here, as I said last week, would be you,
Joey Rigatoni.
Joey Rigatoni, and yeah, like I saw something. I saw that name somewhere recently, by the way. Like,
oh, is someone using Joey Rigatoni?
I saw it somewhere on the internet.
I gotta switch to I don't know what any of those other names we came up with.
It was something like that, and I was like, "There really is another Joe. There's really a Joey Rigatoni out there. Like, what the fuck?"
I mean, it sounds. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if someone was called themselves. I mean, that was one of the first things that came out of whoever's mouth.
They just were making shit up.
About, yeah,
But I was saying, you
can picture that guy. You can picture Joey Rigatoni in your head. You know what he looks like. He's from the Bronx.
Dice Clay.
Yeah, yeah, right, yeah. As a matter of fact, yeah.
Andrew Dice Clay. Hey,
hey,
what do you want with me? Hey, yeah. But I was just saying, like, the person that I know, and I'm like, I love this stuff. I love the material. The person that I know probably the most critical of it is like, this shit is rad, and I'm like, yeah, dude, it is. Like, it really is. They fucking. And yeah, my buddy was just like telling me earlier tonight before I came over. He's like, dude, it was like fucking amazing. Like, I can't believe it. It's still blowing my mind.
So listen, that was episode 8 of Welcome to Derry, chapter 1, I guess. It was called Winter Fire, which is a reference to the book, and in fact, it's a reference to the color of Beverly Marsh's hair.
Wow!
Ben Hanscom writes her a little haiku. How does the haiku go, Voodoo? I always don't mean to quiz you. It goes.
No,
unless
I don't
you have
know.
it.
You go ahead.
You don't know?
Go ahead.
It goes. Your hair is winter fire, January embers. My heart burns there too.
Yeah.
Before we get started,
in my heart.
Yeah, man, I want to shout out Prudence and Patience for the theme song. I want to shout out Punished Marge, aka Marge Tozier. Holy shit, it's all the same to little Pennywise. I want to shout out Jason Fucks. Thank you, Jason Fucks. And you know what? Thank you to Andy and Barbara Muschetti as well for just resurrecting this thing. They made the movies. Let's shout out Lord Raiden, Francis York, Henry Morgan Shaw, because it's fun to say. Let's shout out to Taniel, Richie, and the Dead Kids from episode 1. This is Doing It on WMFB with Thrash and Voodoo. You can call me Joey Ravioli, I guess. What the fuck is going on, guys? What the fuck did I just watch?
Dad's in the kitchen, humming all night, still eyes blinking slow in the pale fridge light. Bed mom's tucked in, whispering, kids sleep tight. Getting kids still dancing in my dreams tonight. Oh, doing it on WMFB. Doing it on WMFB. Turn it up, sing along, we're family on your TV.
I wrote it while we were watching it. I mean, more or less, you know.
I really love that. I really love that.
I didn't have
shout out.
Joey Ravioli written down there.
Well, that was a great interjection.
Because I had to change it to Ravioli. Someone's using rigatoni.
Apparently, there's a Joey Rigatoni out there already, but it's all right.
I mean,
we got.
You want to know?
Joey
You know
Ravioli.
what? I'll tell you what. I feel like there's room in this world for more than one person named Joey Rigatoni. Do you ever?
Two things can be true.
Have I ever told
As they
you
say.
about, or I've mentioned to one of you, maybe both of you, that there's
And
like
I'm smoking a pipe.
I've been
Fuck that.
thinking.
Game out.
Why was I thinking about Death Note? I mean, we have been talking about it. We talk about Death Note like anyway, but
It was
One-
brought up. Yeah, it was brought up the other day, wasn't it?
it gets brought up like every other.
Saint brought it up. or
Yeah.
It's brought up a lot.
But there's like many Stephen King stories that are like basically Death Note. Like there's a ton of stories where someone like realizes like accidentally they have the ability that if they write someone's name somewhere or they talk about or think about someone or do, you know, if they do a certain thing, someone will die. There's like 3 or 4
Bloody Mary
stories.
them.
Yeah, there's like 3 or 4 Stephen King stories that are Death Note, but there's one.
Like urban legendy.
Yeah.
I like stuff like that. Sorry.
No,
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, kind of, but like, you know about Death Note? A guy writes,
Yeah.
you write someone's name in the notebook and they drop dead.
Yeah. No, I'm familiar.
Right. So I'm saying Stephen King has written that, nothing about investigations but like Stephen King has written, this is a character that has a superpower where people drop dead. And, there was I don't know why I was thinking about this a week ago, but why I'm thinking about it right now is because one of those stories is it's about a guy that writes obituaries and he realizes he can write an obituary for anyone and that person will die. But then like once he's gone on a killing spree and like punished his enemies and shit, he opens the newspaper one day and he realizes that like somebody that was also named like, I don't know, like Marco Springroll. Some other guy named Marco Springroll is now dead.
I want to be
And-
Marco Springroll now.
And he's like, well,
He's now going through all the Marco Spring rules
Yeah.
that he possibly can.
and you
No
know,
fucking way.
the
last week,
Rolodex of Marco Springroll.
last week I killed Shannon Macaroni. I guess pasta is the most fun.
Wait,
Right.
where the fuck
I
is
killed-
this from?
It's a story called Obits, but it's not. Their names aren't Shannon Macaroni. Their names are
Why isn't it,
You
though?
keep coming up with really good ones, dude.
well
I
because
know you're just spotting these, but like
I'm just
I don't know
saying-
why they're so funny to me.
if we're in a situation where
Oh.
somebody death notes Joey Rigatoni, I hope that it's the kind of death note that only kills the person. Because in Death Note, you have to picture a man's face.
Right. You have to,
Right,
you have to
yeah.
know what they look like, right?
So, but this guy, he writes down your name, and everyone named Shannon Macaroni on the planet drops dead, and he doesn't realize it until 6 months into his crime spree. So,
Wait, why aren't we reading this? We should read this.
it's called Obits. Look it up. I'm
Obits.
sure you can find it for free and read it. And we will. And if you would
It's a
like to
short
have
story.
yeah, it's a short story. We could have a little book club meeting about it. In fact, I believe it is in a book called The Bazaar of Bad Dreams, which
That sounds like fun. That sounds
if you
it's,
like, I could recommend some short. I mean, we could do a whole Stephen King short stories, but I would like it if you curated. So, do you want to? If we were going to do The King in Yellow, you want to just start with the collection, or are there certain stories in that collection from 1892 or whatever, or should we leave that on the table and talk about it? But
Yeah,
we can
there's
talk
kind-
about
yeah,
short stories,
yeah.
including The King in
Yes,
Yellow.
yes.
Oh,
Yes,
guys.
the king, well, I do want to do the chambers and
Okay.
the beer stuff. But I also am interested in like pulling in some of the more modern like novellas that have been done around it that I have never read. There's like a couple shorter novellas and short story collections as well that are like more like 2012 to now.
Okay.
By but I'm just curious. I want to consume the King in Yellow things right now. I'm really into it. It's very good.
We can watch
I'm
that.
very happy that Saros is.
Yeah, Saros is King in Yellowy.
Saros is a King in Yellow game. Yeah, it is a game about the King in Yellow, and it makes me very happy. It's awesome. It's so good. Anyways, that's not what this podcast is about, but I really would love, like, yeah, I can't wait to talk about that more and also talk about King in Yellow things. But
We can talk about that TV show with
is there a King in Yellow TV show?
yeah, Time is a Flat Circle. I'm Matthew McConaughey, and my friend is Woody from Cheers.
Oh, fucking True Detective, yeah.
I'm gonna fuck his wife out of. She's
Yeah,
gonna
True
fuck
Detective
me
is-
out of spite. That's
100. It's really funny that like people.
That's my first memory of
associate-
that show.
That people
The
like.
cuckolding.
Yeah, so it's funny because people associate that story, which is only really true to True Detective. It doesn't really have. It has things to do with the influences about the King in Yellow and like Carcosa and stuff, but people applied that to like, oh, that's the story of Saros, and that's not what the story of Saros is at all.
Oh, people are saying that Saros is like True Detective.
Yeah, they're
with
saying that
laser
it's a cuck
guns?
story. Yeah,
Oh, it's a
people are
cuck.
being
Oh, it's a cuck.
misinformed.
Wow, I wouldn't even. I wasn't really saying that True Detective is a cuck story. I guess that's the thing that comes into mind, because if you're gonna
It's
you
it's
know.
really funny because you say that.
have a big
Yeah.
cucking as one of the climax kind of, crucial cruxes of your story, then I guess people remember that. Who gets cucked
Yeah.
in Saros?
Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird that people are associating that? Like, that's not what the King in Yellow is about at all. But it does have an influence on the True Detective story, which there is cucking happening in that storyline, right? Now people are just assuming that that's what Saros is about because they found out that there's King in Yellow influences to it.
Does
Now-
anyone have a sexual relationship in Saros?
Yes, they do. Yeah,
Oh.
it's about
Oh,
a
okay.
man and his
Oh.
and his significant other. It's
It
really
looked
good.
to me like it was about laser guns and grenades and grid type traps.
Yeah, it's about that too.
Okay, all right.
That's the game part.
Okay.
That's the part when you play the video game when you just like
Oh.
blow shit up. You're an angry man. You're a very angry man. You're
But
very.
then-
you have,
Then
Yeah.
you go home and watch a movie about your wife and then go out and shoot some more, that kind of.
it's more about like what happened before and after.
Oh, you
You
have
know?
flashbacks about your wife.
Yeah. Well, you're fucked, man. That's pretty typical. And then you basically have pushed your wife away, and so she goes off on an expedition to like try to do something interesting with her life because you're a fucked man drunk. And I'm spoilers, sorry. And
To a yellow planet, she goes on an expedition.
so she goes to Yellow Planet. Well, she goes to a place, right, on an expedition where there is a lot of cosmic horror shit happening, a lot of very strong powers that, our weak human minds are not just capable of being able to combat. And so she gets lost there for a long time. So Arjun goes to find her. He goes to try to find where Nitya is on Carcosa, and that leads him through a journey of becoming part of the military and stuff like that. But exploring the planet of Carcosa.
So I got
to find her.
terrible news.
Yeah.
Lord Raiden Francis York Henry Morgenshaw has succeeded. He has melted the lock to its cage, and he is going to achieve his goal of making America afraid again. In 1962, he has achieved Metal Gear victory over America.
Yeah, we need that. We need that show.
We got it. That was it. He did not succeed.
but
He did not succeed in the end.
didn't
But in the
succeed.
beginning of the show, the locks are off. It is out. It's using its deadlights on Will. It's going to the school, and it's using the principal as a hand puppet and gathering the children and
The episode.
What do you think I'm talking about? What are we here to talk about?
Well, I got sidetracked. It is what it is. I smoked weed. It happens.
You smoked weed?
Yeah.
Dude,
And then I got really into
we are
Sorrows.
professionals.
I may have
You
had
had
alcohol too.
before you came.
If it's any consolation, I also had a very unprofessional moment. My smoke alarm went off, and I don't know why it went off.
You have a smoke alarm? Oh, your smoke alarm.
Yes.
Oh, that sounded like two different things in my weird high.
Oh no, no! I'm talking about like an actual smoke.
In the dead lights, everything is fine.
But you should be able to see what that.
Little shoes on the floor in a careful line.
All right, so
I mean, it
Yeah,
was
smoke
raining,
alarms.
but just like, I don't know. Maybe somebody left me like a hot lunch bag or something like that. You know?
oh, like the flaming poop on the door, like the bag of
He called the
bag
shit
of poop.
poop.
Maybe
You said it while I was saying.
maybe while you were immersed in the TV show, a burglar was walking around your house smoking cigarettes. I can't wait to go out and buy cigarettes tomorrow.
It could have
Okay,
been that.
do not go cigarettes.
I'm going to buy.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to be with Thrash on this one. Don't
loose
go buy cigarettes.
tobacco, and I'm gonna roll up a cigarette
Dude,
of
I had
tobacco
a-
and smoke it.
Dude, I've had dreams recently where I have been smoking loose tobacco in my dreams, and I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, what the fuck? Like, it's just so weird because I feel like I actually, sometimes you just have like a lot. Your dreams just really do feel like or like you don't remember it when you wake up, but then later in the day you're like, why do I feel like I did something weird? That I didn't normally do?
Yep. Why do I feel like I did something weird?
Yeah, and I'm like, why do I? And I start having like weird, like almost flashbacks of the dream or something. Like I'm like, or I have weird craving or something. I'm like, why do I want to? I just have like, yeah, I see like frames of the dream sometimes. I'm like, that's really weird. And then I think about it, and it takes me like all day to figure it out. That I'm like, that was just some weird dream that I had the other night while I was like walking. I don't know what I was doing, but I know I was there. I now I remember I was definitely smoking rolling tobacco, and that was like last night and the night before. Like I'm like, I think I'm having premonitions of wanting to smoke cigarettes again.
You're having premonitions of me tomorrow afternoon walking into the smoke shop and buying a pouch of loose tobacco, fucking rolling
Buy
that
one
shit
for
up,
me.
and fucking smoking some cigarettes.
God damn it! I'm so sorry, gang.
There's a lot about smoke, and there's smoke in dairy.
Oh, a big cloud of smoke comes rolling out of the ground when Lord Raiden Shaw succeeds in his evil Metal Gear plan, and all of the children are deadlighted and led away on parade. And Pennywise makes a phone call to Leroy Hanlon and says, I got your kid and all the kids. He just can't, Pennywise just can't help himself from just making fun of everybody he sees. He's got to call people on the phone and be like, got your kid.
He's really great in this show.
That was brutal.
The fucking movies, man. Like,
he's really great in the show. Yeah.
Yeah. Particularly amazing.
Particularly devilish. Yes.
Yeah. Especially this last episode too.
An electric performance.
Indeed. I was thrilled with that entire series.
The past 3 episodes have really it's cool how that seesaw was like, okay, now it's just all leaning into him, and it just kind of goes downhill through those last 3 or 4 episodes.
We barely even saw him for 4 or 5 episodes of this show, and then it just blew the fuck all over the place. Yeah. Interesting
balance, but worked really well. Was right for the show. Was right for what it was doing. And then the last one was electric. The whole one was electric performance. All these shots of him doing the dance and shit, the walk, the skip, just all over the place. That episode is great though. All the spots were perfect.
Everything's.
But yeah, I love the kids being just that whole what a bold way to go. We're gonna go all fucking out on this one now. Here we go.
Yeah,
and
really.
just have the kids be just people starting the episode starting and people are just the fucking mist is just like it was like a fucking MCU movie. Like
A little bit. There was certainly a lot of laser beams shooting into the sky in very Final Fantasy kind of. MCU movies are famous for having some kind of blue laser beam shoot it out of the sky to a thing.
I was thinking more of that like first shot of the
Oh
episode.
yeah, no,
more
the smoke creeping.
the
into
city,
the town,
the skyline,
and,
and then showing the floor level, and all the people are running down the street screaming, just like and I was just like, this is so Marvel, but I
our
love
heroes
it.
are going
Like,
to be
this is
facing
perfect
an
for this.
existential threat. Yeah.
Yeah. It was just like it just had that the high stakes right away.
Yeah,
right away.
Yeah. All the kids are dead lighted and lined up and getting paraded out of town like the Pied Piper or some shit behind
So cool.
Pennywise's little kid. Yeah, every time the deadlights in this show are so fucking cool. Every time he does it, it's so cool. It's big, vibrating noise and the boom, and everyone goes dead and starts lifting off of the ground and
It's
in the middle of his clown performance right in the beginning here, he just like, it is always so sudden. Like when he did it to Periwinkle, he's like in the middle of a sentence and just and the same thing here. So God, it really, man, yeah, I'm just gonna keep glazing this fucking thing because it's like so fucking good. Everything about this is so good. Like even the shit I should feel is cheesy. They just, Jesus Christ, Richie empanadas. Did I throw him enough of like a fucking of a hell yeah in the beginning of this? Out of no one in Derry ever really dies coming out of nowhere through the ability through the Shining with fucking Dick Halloran there and the chief with the bear head. And he's fucking grabbing the crystal, like it extremely video gamey, very Final Fantasy, but so like fucking Steven Spielberg ass bunch of kids. One of them running in with like struggling against the Final Fantasy energy, the outer space cosmic energy of the Rock. All five of them are, was it five of them? However, all of the whole Losers Club.
Some Lord of the Rings
to us. Yeah, it's fucking, well, it is like the fucking ring. They have to bring the shard to this. Yeah. Boy, I'm going way out of order. It's the middle of the night. It's all, and
we've done that like the past 3 episodes, haven't we? We're being consistent now.
Dude, but that's I didn't even mention like Pennywise bat form, like perfectly framed in the end of the combat. So cool. Like
it's like Dracula form.
Jesus,
it's like true Dracula shit.
And yeah, like laser beam ass Evangelion, the points of power link up with an orange anti Pennywise and the fucking.
I want to scream that shit. I wanted to scream that shit when it showed all the points laid up. I was like, "Oh my god, that's Ava." Okay, like, just what the fuck is happening? They just ripped all the hottest shit ever and put it together in one great grand episode ending, man.
A lot of other things happened in that episode. God.
What do we got? Yeah, where exactly?
I mean,
we'll just go back to
the girls were cleaning up the tower and saw that the town was covered in smoke.
The girls fighting each other. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I liked the little girl trio thing happening. I liked the girl power. I liked
very intense when they're all screaming at each other at first to get the shard that they have to carry a shard. The goal of this episode is to get the final shard to replace the stone that Lord Francis Shaw melted. And the girls have to carry it across town, and it's behaving like the One Ring and causing them to scream at each other and hit each other. Or does one of them hit Lily and cause her to bleed? They're swinging this big dagger around, and it's very scary and intense and screaming at each other in the woods before they figure out that they have to work together like a proper Losers Club.
Yeah, it gets like I don't know if anyone actually get. I don't think anyone actually got caught by it, but it did get close. And
Lily is bleeding. I don't know why, out of her forehead.
Oh, Lily. Because I think they were fighting over it.
Yeah.
She fell.
They're like rolling
Hit her
around.
head.
Yeah, it's very
Yeah, they were just kind of tussling, and she kind of got a little
I thought
beat up there.
I think when she got the gash on her head, that was from when Marge decided to commandeer the milk truck
Oh,
after
yeah,
finding the
okay.
dead milkman.
Yes, yeah.
Marge knows how to drive a non-automatic, a standard transmission milk truck because
That
she
was
watched
great,
her
yeah.
uncle do it.
I was I think we all made the joke that she'd be in first the entire time and just
Yeah.
absolutely stall out.
There's no way that was an automatic transmission, but good
Yeah,
job,
we definitely
Marge,
had to
man.
suspend the disbelief at
She
this
fucking-
for the
yeah.
It Show. But yeah, they definitely got into that. I liked that little.
It's a lot
tiff that they
easier.
had.
It's a lot easier in the modern age for children to get into a car and just drive it away than it would have
Yeah, it's
been
almost-
than a truck in 1962. But she does a
Yeah,
very good
it's
job.
Dave. It's probably scarier now compared to how kids can get in a car and probably just start it or get it rolling without knowing versus then.
Yeah,
you
you
know,
just
like-
press a
and-
button
and-
now. You just have to have the key in your pocket. You don't even like.
Yeah,
Or the
like
key has to be
One-Eyed
near the car.
Marge, not a big, trying to save the world, not as big of a deal as
On
like
her
some
way to save the
random
world.
kid. Just
On her way to save the world, wearing Richie Empanada's ancestors' Corsair eye patch
man, I love all that.
with
all
the
that character.
Losers Club Girls Squad. They get it together. They eventually need to go find Will out on the ice. Pennywise is leading the children Pied Piper style in a floating dead-lighted row out across the river where he's going to escape through the one open bar of the cage. And the kids don't know it yet, but they want to get the shard over to the other side of the river and seal him back in. And yeah, that's the
Ugh.
that's the goal.
Yeah.
That's what's going on. Some military guys shoot at. I'm not even looking at my notes. I'm just kind of.
You're kind of
I'm
you're
reading
nailing
back
it.
half asleep, just kind of trying to remember what happened. Yeah, we got the girl
You're riffing it.
team. Their dagger acts like the ring. There's girls fighting. Oh yeah, and when they get out on the ice and they get, is it because of the dagger that all of the kids they break the spell and they get Will back? So now they're 4 out of 5, but Margie gets separated, and that's when Pennywise, and I told you I knew there was going to be something about Richie, or specifically I said there was going to be something about Finn Wolfhard and some kind of timey-wimey stuff. So Richie Tozier, who is a character from the books and the 2 movies, is played by, wow, that very funny man. Bill Hader. Yeah, he's played by Bill Hader. He was played by Seth Green in the 80s. And his mom is Punished Marge, and Pennywise, starts advancing on her and referring to her as Margie Tozier. And boy, man, this was awesome. I was in awe. The only time I was more in awe is when we saw fucking Beverly Marsh at the end of this episode. Holy fucking shit.
Yeah, I think we were all quiet. We were all just dead silent watching that. scene.
That was a nice tying it all together moment.
Yeah,
At the end there.
completely full circle. Yeah, and that scene would have taken place right before the first movie. She had the long hair on and everything.
Good cherry on top is a good bow.
Dude, yeah, but and right and this is kind of neat. Yeah, right when he's going to get Marge and he's saying, "If I kill you, you won't have your son Richie," which by the way, she names her kid after Richie Empanadas. Ricardo Santos.
The legacy, guys. The legacy.
The legacy, the Richie legacy. But yeah, right as he's about to get her, and kill Hitler's grandfather or whatever, how they speculate you do with time travel. In comes Dick Halloran with the mental shining box to trap Pennywise, aka Bob. Well, he traps him in a dream of Bob Gray, where he's been, drunk out in the woods, and his boss and coworkers are in his circus tent trying to. Well, really, it's Dick Halloran trying to distract him while all this other stuff is going on, and then goddamn Lord Francis Morgan Shaw shows up and shoots Taniel with a fucking assault rifle. God damn it. R.I.P.
Brutal.
to Taniel. We talked about Taniel a lot, but Taniel and Rose, like I said, Rose is kind of a legacy character. The store in Derry, Secondhand Rose, that we saw a couple times. It's her store, so, and so it's nice to see her here. And it's not nice that I don't even know what her relation to Taniel was. I don't know if she was his grandmother, his mother, his aunt. She could have just been, may not have even been family, but they were all part
Elder.
of. Yeah, they're part of this council, a Native American council that overlooks these stones and the cycles and Derry and everything. And yeah, so those military men who shot Taniel are very bad men, and Francis Shaw is not a very smart man. His plan was never good. This was a bad plan. This was a stupid thing to do, Francis Shaw. And when he sees Pennywise again, it is right as Halloran is jerked for some reason. Yeah, the army men go and arrest Halloran and his comrades, and they jerk. I didn't even mention they gave Halloran magical root, which they refer to as Maturin root, which is the name of the turtle. We also saw a really cool turtle mascot in the line of kids. But
Yeah. That was a cool little Easter egg.
I liked turtle mascot a lot. When they jerk Halloran out of the Mind Palace spell with Pennywise really murders Francis Shaw with his mouth. And it's pretty satisfying because Francis Shaw has caused a lot of trouble. And he's not smart. He's standing there going, "Hey, look, we let you out. It's cool. You're free to go." He's saying you're free to go like he has some authority over this thing. What a dumb piece of shit. I'm happy that this man got his face bitten off.
Me too.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when you walked past him and said, I never forget a smell. That was, oh.
Yeah, he walks past, he starts to leave and he sniffs. And I knew it. As he's sniffing the air, I'm like, because Francis Shaw is, again, one of his kids. Francis Shaw was in a losers club. We don't know if Francis, if he and his friend and Rose defeated it during their cycle, or if they just survived it, but they have history. And you know what? We're probably going to see, if we do go back in time, we're probably going to see more of that, of Rose and Shaw.
Yes. That's exactly what I just came to the realization of, that, the 30s, the second season and being in the 30s, that makes a lot of sense.
Shaw's childhood is part of this story.
For sure. And you're right. You're calling that. Yeah. That he's just a part of the losers club of his own.
Mm-hmm. And with Rose.
We just haven't seen it yet.
Well, we saw it a little bit. He had that magic slingshot. Oh, tiny bit. Tiny scenes of them. Yeah.
But no, that's, I didn't even think of it that way, that was a relic to the calling back to his time as in a losers club type thing. He knows a lot more, but it's funny because you point out he's just the plan is just so fucking dumb. It's almost like
a lot of these guys have dumb plans. A lot of these Metal Gear guys have dumb plans.
But that's the point.
And that's it is. And Stephen King says it himself all the time, that evil defeats itself
fucking dumb military
by
idiots.
being fucking stupid. These stories are all about evil defeating itself, even down to Pennywise.
And in some ways too, it's about Shaw trying to chase his demons back, which happens frequently in these stories. In these stories, it seems like it's chasing the fucking demon, going back and trying to get him. I will get him eventually. I will fucking find a way. My entire life, if it takes me, I'll go into the military. I'll become that kind of shit. I'll find a way to seek out control that'll allow me to, fulfill and then use other people. Yeah, that's there's so many layers.
I'm gonna make my goal everyone else's fucking problem.
Exactly.
A real common type of character around these Stephen King parts, and really in a lot of literature.
And that makes a lot more sense now too, because we discussed about his he kind of was like, I could use this to this is not about Russia. This is about bigger things. But like, is it
Control.
really? Was it really? It was really about your
Or was
bullshit.
it just about him? Or was it really just about his bullshit? And often it is with these types of villains. Megalomaniacal, I'm gonna change the world.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think that's what we're gonna
usually
see
you're
in
just
season
an
2.
asshole. But yeah, we'll find out more about. Well, we'll see. We
I hope.
do we know anything? Do we know that it is about the 30s, or is this just us speculating? Or
But we do know that this is going back to.
it is going
the
back
or-
in time?
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
which
this
they
one is
infer.
definitely.
Pennywise is talking about killing the parents of people, so we get that inference. And the
And I
kids
guess we're
even
gonna
talk
get more
about
about
it too.
Kirsch. We're maybe about her too. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
we
assuming that's what the season 2 will give us more about her childhood. In some ways, or her youth, maybe, right? Because it was the same time frame.
about
Right?
I'm not. It must be if Kirsch is alive at this time while Shaw is roughly
But it is
both
going
50-ish?
to 30s, 35.
Yeah,
It
I
says
think
35.
and
it's
yeah,
going to.
well, she was like 20-ish in 35, which
Yeah, she
so
was
they
young, right?
but
She
they
was a young
both-
adult.
So when we see her in like the asylum, like leading children down to feed the clown, that would have been during the same summer that Francis and that makes her older than Francis, unless that was
That would
like
make-
the 1900s when we met Francis. I don't remember now. But anyway, yeah,
It was,
But
Francis was a little bit earlier. You're
we have
right.
a
Yes,
lot
it
of
was. Yes,
places.
yes.
There's a lot of fertile territory. There's a lot of places this show can go. It can go 30 years in any direction, and we already have
So he would be-
precedent
yes, he would
in
be
both
older than her.
ways, and we have little pieces of stories just radiating out. I mean, it's like I keep saying, like you could do this show forever just by finding every like chapter of this book has like a little paragraph story about something that happened to some other minor character 20 years ago. Like it's just filled with this stuff that you can just, and another version of me, maybe even a version of me that watched this show with different people would be going, they didn't have to fill in that bullshit about that. Whoa, they're just forcing this other side story with this thing that doesn't matter, that, has nothing to do with the book. But like, maybe it was just the perfect time for me to watch this because I think they filled everything in perfectly. I think they just are really, I think they are like, I think they're going with the, please Thresh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, do we ever get down to if whatever happened to like Hank Grogan's charges and stuff like that?
I was wondering.
didn't-
Yeah, I mean, I guess. Well, I mean,
Yeah, that's a good point.
I have a sense that in
I mean,
1962, if you were to just leave town and go far enough away, you might, it might
You
be all right.
might be able.
But I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, it's definitely not addressed. And I mean, the cop that was persecuting him was fired, but I mean that doesn't mean that someone who's
Oh, it
wanted
doesn't
for murder is no longer. It might mean that you can't go back to Maine ever again in 1962. I'm not sure. But they definitely don't address it. We don't know. And I really feel like Veronica Grogan. I guess I should look it up. There's a lot of things I could have looked up that I didn't, but I feel like there's a Veronica Grogan somewhere. It could be Will Hanlon's wife. It could be. I don't know. I don't know if Will Hanlon's
That
wife has
sounds
talked
right.
about that much. It really, yeah. I really feel like I've heard, or like I've read the name Veronica Grogan, like very briefly in some Stephen King, whether it's this novel. But yeah, they did kind of, actually, you know what? I'll tell you what they did when they did that, like the newscast, which I don't know if we really talked about last week, but they did that newscast where it was like after the fire at the Black Spot, where they said like, it burnt down by itself. And they said, I don't know if they said some other stuff about some of the men from the town coming to help, which, was actually the people that went there and started the fire. They put a very positive spin with the broadcast they put on.
yes.
And they said that Hank Grogan was one of the people killed in the fire on that broadcast. So they may have just like done that to cover it up and then assumed, because no one saw him after that.
I brought
He put
that up
on-
last.
Yeah, okay, you did. Okay, yeah.
We did talk about. Yeah,
So-
I definitely mentioned
The majority
that.
of the
I thought it was
town,
crazy that happened.
yeah, maybe assuming he's dead. So he might be off the books, maybe. And then really you don't go back to Maine ever again. Yeah. If that's what happened.
Because remember I was like, man, he definitely got out, but they said in the thing that he was, and you were like, oh yeah, they probably said that so that, they would just, oh yeah, we got the job done. We did the thing.
Exactly. Yeah.
He was also nowhere to be found in that moment. So they
And
assumed.
there's a big theme in this of just the populace, believing in whatever's easiest to believe in and whatever's safest,
putting them over. Yep.
They kind of just, and that's what Francis Shaw would have for America. Everyone going, well, that's sounds correct. Right. That's okay. Probably that house probably burned down because of an electrical fire, not because of a purge or a demonic cloud in the middle of the night. We'll all just go on believing, like, we'll all believe that we're safe and that the fear won't come from us, but we are still living under that fear because with the illusion controlled of safety. Fear. Well, they're very old themes and very old plans and lots of stuff that is still relevant to think of in this day and age. Not
manipulation and control and a lot of, many things.
That's a good show. That's a very good fictional TV show.
Good show.
Jesus Christ.
It's such a great show. A+ for sure. I cannot wait until they do season 2.
Now the bar is set so fucking high that that's my only concern.
I cannot believe even how good that single episode was that we just watched. I
guess it was like a movie. It felt like a fucking movie. In a good way for it being
and I always say, framing, lighting, blocking, I always talk about all that technical shit. That ending sequence was bonkers.
It felt so good. Everything felt so good.
Every aspect of the way it was presented was Jesus. That was, yeah.
It was speculatory. It felt it just felt like a spectacle the whole way, and the effects and things I was even noticing. I'm just like, man, I don't know how much of this
final appearance of Pickle Dad. So, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Well, final appearance of Pickle Dad was definitely CG.
Oh my god!
But I love that they threw that in there.
Frozen Pennywise, I think, is very practical. I think when we see that a couple different times, I think those are pretty.
There was so much.
I really liked the fucking shot head blown off Pennywise, where he's just like two halves of his face are kind of stuck together and his eyes are all wrong and tiny weird mouth.
Yeah,
I appreciate the Jack in the Box head popping out after he got his head shot off.
Good, yeah.
That was fun.
I definitely need to watch the last 20 minutes of it again.
Oh, so many visual things.
Yeah. I was overstimulated, far overstimulated. I couldn't handle it. There was everything, between all of the tension between the kids at the dagger and all the they kind of had this huge blurring effect on them, like they were trying to fucking remove or put the stone in the sword, put a sword in the stone type shit. It just ring felt,
to fucking Mordor.
Yeah. All this is just pushing you away from making it happen, and the way that they all looked that slow-mo, they had it all really well thought out. And then there's all these other things happening at the same time, and Pennywise and all this crazy shit in that battle. Then he turns into the fucking flying demon thing and
Dracula ass.
His true form,
Dracula ass.
Dracula ass.
And when they succeed, we do get a few seconds of really good fucking just nothing is left but the deadlights that are just flashing and sputtering for a second until they go flashing away across the ice. So good. I love the deadlights in this show.
I got it.
Well.
You mentioned it earlier, and I really wanted to just spotlight that because every time I see them on screen, I just want to stare at them forever. I want to watch them keep happening. It's they're working on me.
I love when his head opens up with all the teeth. I love every time we see it.
The way that they just the goldeny color, I don't know, man. It's just so fucking sick looking. I just want to watch it happen forever. And I love how the way everyone's glazed eyes too, the way they look, the way they did that, the way they executed all of them
Yeah, I like
just like really good.
I like it when people slowly float up off of the floor with their toes.
Oh
In
yes,
general,
we're floating. Yeah,
anytime someone behaves like that in any movie, I think it's cool.
it was. I really appreciated the eye makeup or the eye contacts that they used,
Yeah.
and they got all the kids to look really really good, synchronized and good, and it was just like, oh god, that's fucking. But I really love the design of the deadlights in this show, and every single time they've come up, I'm just like mesmerized by it, like you ideally should be. They, I just want to. I'm like, they don't show it long enough, you know. They showed a lot in this episode. They did give it a good shot, a good, good. You got a good look at them that time for
Yeah.
sure when they got all the kids. But I mean, I it still wasn't enough for me. I want more. They just look so cool.
A lot of cool shit. So
That's
yeah.
one of the yeah.
So
it's one of the peak things.
that was chapter 1.
I absolutely stunned.
Yeah.
I walked in thinking that this was going to be something we're all going to be joking about,
Yeah,
and
me too.
it ended up being a fantastic series, fantastic cast. Like
Yeah.
those kids acted their asses off. Like
Really good. Yeah, not easy.
yeah, really really fucking good.
That's what I mean. The bar is set so high now.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, it might be. Yeah, we'll see if they can keep
for
it
better or
up,
for worse.
because
But
yeah, it's set very high. Yeah,
I am right there with you, Thrash. This was, yeah. I mean, I could spend a whole episode. I'm sure we could with two multiple episodes, probably just talking about the entire, just an overview of the entire thing now that we've finished it. But yeah, I came in here not expecting much, and still being told by people whose opinions I trust, being like, this shit was incredible. They didn't put it to me that way. Now I realize, like, they were just kind of being low key. They were like, I don't want to tell you, but it's good. I don't want to tell you. I can't tell you. I can't tell you why, because and I get it. I get why they were
surprised by shit.
Yeah.
Really
and it was
nice.
really cool to be surprised by shit with you guys.
This was a nice. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Thanks for being here, guys. Yeah.
Thanks, and as always, thanks for having us.
The best fucking part, in my opinion, is me not just sitting here in the dark being a weirdo watching it, but actually hanging out with the boys and fucking chopping it up.
It's not whether or not that you found the treasure, but it's about the friends that you found along the way.
Yeah.
Let alone you did not get eaten by the clown.
But I'm certainly going to be thinking about it.
Oh man, I'm ecstatic to hear if they're planning further.
Yeah.
Season 2 is lit, but we don't know. That's why I don't know if Voodoo knew, if we know anything about what it's about.
It was started filming in March.
Yeah, but we don't know what it's about. We know that it's lit. We don't know what it's about.
We just know that we only know that it is about
some time travel shit.
It's in the past, and it's about the
30s.
The Bradley gang.
The Bradley gang execution. Yeah. That's the previous big tragedy. Yeah.
So it's going to be circling around that story,
and maybe Marjorie's parents will be there, or grandparents, or whatever.
Very exciting shit. I mean, it's going to be a while, but
yeah. So in the meantime, we can watch Andor with
sounds like a good plan,
with Thor's grandfather or whatever.
Thor's grandfather.
The old.
I don't know who. Yeah.
Pennywise's dad. Skarsgård.
Oh, the old. Papa Skarsgård.
Papa Skarsgård.
Papa Skarsgård
is in Andor.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
He's one of Thor's sidekicks. That actor in the Thor movies with Chris Hemsworth.
Yes, yes. In what? In the one with
Chris Hemsworth
was the one with Goldblum.
What? Goldblum
in Ragnarok?
Oh yeah. Oh,
Ragnarok.
I don't know if he's in that one, but those Thor movies, yeah.
Those Thor movies are great.
I think he's in. Yeah, I think he's in Ragnarok.
Probably. Maybe he's in. Yeah, if that's the. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, probably. Maybe. Natalie Portman is also there. I'm not sure which.
Oh, I like Natalie Portman.
He's in Maybe
Department's
they
good.
may all three of them may be in all four of those five of those movies. I don't even know how many four
It's like
Thor
a
movies.
well, Natalie Portman is definitely in
She's
the
definitely
Love
in
and Thunder.
two of them, yeah. And
Love and Thunder.
Skarsgård is definitely in two or three of them. So,
Oh yeah, she's in Dark. What's the second one called?
Dark World.
Yeah, Dark World. Ooh, man, that one's bad.
There's got to be a
But,
bunch of things called Dark World, or maybe not.
I wanted to call it the Dark Stone, but I know so many things are probably called that too.
Yeah, I almost called it Dark Fate, but that's Terminator.
Terminator.
Yeah. Anyway, Skarsgård is in Andor, so we're and also
Yeah,
We're gonna Andor it up.
I'm excited.
Natalie
for that,
Portman,
man.
some other kind of Star Wars connection.
Nice.
Well,
some sort of triangulation between Skarsgårds and Natalie and Star Wars, and we're moving on in some kind of.
there's some degrees of separation happening here, aren't there? There always is. There probably always is.
They ate a lot of croissants on the tick, so I went out and bought 8 croissants, and I ate 7 of them today.
I feel like 7 was the safe number to stop at.
I think 4 would have been a better number to stop at.
Maybe it's the lucky number. And now you have 1 for tomorrow and not 7.
I'm gonna eat it right now.
Fucking A. I mean, it is tomorrow.
I'm excited to go and eat it.
It's technically tomorrow, so it counts.
Oh, hey. Okay, yeah, I guess, you know what? Yeah, thanks, guys.
I like
Yeah,
croissants.
thanks
love-
for having
man.
us, bud.
Love croissants.
Thanks. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for hosting this.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. For sure, dude.
I mean,
In the dead lights, everything is fine. In the dead lights, everything is fine. In the dead lights, everything is fine. You've got your good things, and I've got mine. And I've got mine.
What's up?
hey, down to do this dairy thing. Where's Trash? Is he here?
Yeah, he's home. He is doing something.
Oh, no.
Well, you're assuming that it's something
Is he handling some personal business?
Did you think I was gonna say he was shitting, or what were you reacting to? Well, that's what I assumed a personal business. I would have said personal business if he was shitting.
Okay, you said he had to do, he was going to do something, and I was like, oh no, it means he had to leave to go do something. Maybe he had to do something important.
No, he didn't have to go and do. He didn't. I didn't hear him. He was like, I gotta, but I think he was just getting.
Maybe he had
onto
to just restart his computer or something or something.
I believe he was outside.
Yeah,
Hello.
sick.
Look at that. What's up, man?
To have a smoke or something, right?
Yep, having a smoke.
That's a cool thing to do. I'm gonna smoke some cigarettes.
I want to do that really bad. I haven't in a long time.
I'm going out tomorrow and I'm buying cigarettes.
Don't buy cigarettes.
No?
Don't do it.
I want cigarettes so bad.
Dude, everybody at my job has been quitting, and I'm the only one that actually goes out and smokes. And there's one other guy, but he's not like a line cook. He's like a prep guy. But nobody at my work smokes. So I go outside, I have a cigarette, come back in. They're all sniffing me, oh, I miss that smell.
Oh, I know that. I know. It's sometimes if I smell that, I'm I get triggered. I'm
yeah. How do you?
I could have one.
How do you feel when you see a man smoke a cigarette in a movie?
I also want to. I really want to smoke really bad when I see that.
Sometimes that really does it for me. You know what? You know who makes me want to smoke cigarettes? Fragile.
No.
Yeah, I don't need to.
Oh,
that did have to be a guessing game.
Yeah. My HBO Max app is.
Are you having trouble? Is
to
there a
play
technical...
nice.
Oh? Is
It's going to a black screen,
Xbox
and I
app?
don't know why. Yeah, I may have to restart the Xbox real quick here, which I don't want to have to do, but I might because it ain't working.
If that's your next, course.
I
I mean, if that's all the options left to you, I encourage you to attempt.
It's either that or reinstall the app, I guess. So I mean,
God.
maybe. Yeah, yeah, right. Like
These days,
it these
Oh.
weigh
days.
upon me.
Okay, I'm gonna restart real quick. I'll be right back. It should take a second.
After all that I have done, what's is that,
God, I know that
the
song, but I can't
the
think of who does
is
that.
it the Rentals? Is that the Rentals? I think, yeah. They do, if you're friends with P, well then you're friends with me. If you're
I,
down with P, that's not exactly how that goes either.
I was gonna say I don't think I know that one either.
No, you must
No.
know. Oh man, they definitely did a whole record that I really... Is it the rent? It might not be the Rentals. Is the Rentals the guys with eyeballs on their heads? Do you know them?
What?
Do you know a band of men in suits with like giant round eyeballs on their heads?
No,
You don't
I've
know
never
these
heard of this.
guys? Oh, these were
No.
like classic 70s guys, kind of weird, kind of acid rock if I recall. I don't know if they ever had a hit. That was the Residents. But they were like their shtick was that they dressed up in like old-timey suits and they had like giant round eyeball heads, maybe with little hats on. That was the Residents. I think the Rentals is the weird kind of new wavy.
Okay, yeah, I'm seeing that now. Yeah, I'm familiar with that now I'm looking at it. I just didn't realize that it was the Residents.
The Rentals put out a couple, including These Days I May Not Be So Happy, a couple records in like the 90s, and then they turned around in like 2013 and they put out a record called it might be called Welcome to Alphaville. It's something about Alphaville. It might be called Lost in Alphaville.
Oh, I heard about that record, but
I probably told you about it. I probably told you that you and everyone else should listen to it because it's really strange and
what's it
beautiful.
called again?
I want to say Lost in Alphaville. I'm seeing if I can find by typing into the internet.
Oh, that's what it was.
The
You wanted to
Rentals.
do you wanted to do like a story or like a thing or like a rock opera with that record or
Oh,
something
is
like
that what I
that.
was saying?
You
What I
said
was
or something like that.
Is it Lost? Is it Lost in Alphaville? At one point, I was talking about doing, this is again when I was talking about video games or it is Lost in Alphaville or like RPG Maker, something like that, and I was talking about little like short interactive stories and maybe doing something like one story inspired by each track off of this album.
Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was.
There were a couple of things we were talking about at the time, and I never really, and obviously I didn't pursue any of them, but this is still kind of kicking around in my head. Because there's something, there's like a real, like specifically an engine that specifically makes like choose your own adventure stories, which I don't know if that's what I was thinking about for this. I think that engine is called Twine. Could be wrong about that, but anyway, I don't know if I want to make like a video game. I would like to make like a TTRPG. I would like to write like a real, like a weird little semi-crunchy dungeon crawling pen and paper system, but
That would be fun.
yeah.
I man, I used to have like I tried starting an RPG maker like a
Yeah?
million and a half years ago when it
Oh,
was still
yes.
free.
Yeah. A lot of people did, but
It's a neat program.
it's very powerful and a lot of cool stuff has been made with it.
hmm
Yeah, the whole thing about doing like short stories, maybe based on just songs, was you got to start somewhere. Like if you know that the adventure, the little story you're telling is like you know, 2 scenes, and you just have to script those into the little RPG maker and put like a puzzle, you know. It was an idea to kind of to maybe train myself to just make small games and work my way up. Maybe I should, man. I got no fucking free time. Now you can probably just type a prompt into somewhere and be like, I would like
I would like a video game, please.
In-depth RPG story with, you know, I don't know, some stuff that'll, whatever, ChatGPT, look up whatever topics are trending in RPG games. Analyze the 5 most popular RPG games on Steam and make me some kind of composite script. That would probably be asking a lot of ChatGPT, but I bet it could. I bet, you know. Anyway, I'm not going to do that. Don't do that. Don't have it fucking write for you. I'm talking to myself. Don't have it like write. Like, I don't give a shit if you're making images of your role-playing characters, or I don't care. I don't give a shit if you're making an image that you're going to put on the cover of a book to sell. I don't care. To be clear, I don't give a shit if you're using generative AI to make images. I do not give one shit. But if you write a story or a book with generative AI and try to get me to read it, you are going to hell.
Imagery, supporting imagery and stuff like that is one thing. Like,
because I can tell.
Trying to, can you?
Well, not always. No. But
yeah, that's scummy though. That's
I don't know.
scummy.
Maybe I feel like there is pure art in writing, and that might just be because it's, you know, because of me or something. I don't know. But I mean,
there's still a human art connection identity things happening there, in my opinion. You know.
Agreed.
I mean, I still think people should make physical art. I still think people should paint, and I would much rather look at people's paintings and drawings. And I'm not saying, and I mean, I do go around saying art is dead, but I mean, I think that, like, I don't know, there's something about writing, like, it's like you're actually using language, like you're actually telling a story, and like, if it's just, you know, gibberish put together by a machine, that offends me in a more real human way than a piece of AI art does. Anyway,
the expression is lost. Yeah.
You know, I kind of felt the same way for a long while about like electronic musicians.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I kind of felt like that's funny. I felt a way about that a long time ago too, and now I'm like, you go and make let's
like
make sequencing,
music. like you know, like programmed music, like
like I was
like
I was
laptop
thinking
DJs.
Okay, yeah, okay, sure.
Well, even in like the vein of like keep taking other tunes and then just remixing them to a certain extent, which again, like nowadays I have no problem with it, but like back in the day,
at least a human's doing it. At least there's
again, now I'm definitely in the vein of, well, at least the human being's doing it with some sort of like, you know, like something in their heads about like what they're trying to do, instead of it being like all within the algorithm of an AI, you know.
At least a thought is occurring.
At least a thought is involved.
I've always been a big supporter of sampling only, and that's mostly because of my like love for hip hop music and you know, rap and shit. Yep. There's just tons of that, you know. There's just
basis.
And like in my younger years, I didn't even take that into consideration. I just thought that like, you know, like a lot of the more popular like songs were like, you know, they're just taken from people, and I don't know, it just and let alone it was like, yo, they're not even, you know, adding real instruments to it, you know.
Organic, I was that guy for a little while.
Whatever happened to the guy that just had a string connected to a wash basin? Where's that music? I want that.
Where's Emmett Otter?
Yeah,
the jug band and a fucking.
Man, I went
using soap boards to scratch and make sounds.
I went buck wild to watching Muppet Christmas specials this year. I watched every Muppet fucking thing they ever made.
I was very jealous.
Dude, that's awesome.
something, Emmett Otter is like, it's kind of like that story where like the wife like sells her hair to buy her husband. Do you know what I
the
mean?
Magi.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was called?
It was always
Wait,
such
sorry?
a weird one for me to watch when I was young. It was
I-
always so weird.
I
My
missed,
mom loved it.
I missed something both of you said at the same time.
I'm sorry.
No
But,
problem. I got lost for a second.
But it sounded like you were describing the gift of the Magi, the one with the woman sells her hair to buy her husband a thing, and he buys her combs, but she just sold her hair.
Right. He sells the car to buy her combs, and she sells her hair to buy him spark plugs. That's not exact. Is that called gift? Is that like traditionally like that type of story? Is that called Gift of the Magi?
Well, that's the name of it's not only the name of the actual story, but it's also kind of the name of like those types of stories. I believe there's like a
yeah.
It's not necessarily a genre, but like the story is kind of like its own trope. Yeah.
Because in Emmett Otter, it might be like the reverse. Like they both steal something from each. It's like the nasty version. He puts a hole in Mama's wash bin, but Mama sells something that belongs to Emmett, and then neither of them win the contest. And then, do you remember what Emmett Otter's about? I'm talking. I might be completely off track telling you guys about Emmett Otter, but that's vaguely what happens in it. It's kind of a little bit. And in the end, they decide that they can sing. In the end, they're left with their Christmas songs, and it warms them. And they decide, well, we lost all our money this year and sold each other's stuff. Next year, we'll do better. If you don't recall Emmett Otter, I think that's what it's about. Do you know?
I think that's what it's about.
Do you know that Kermit caused 9/11?
News to me.
Okay, so in one of these things, I watched. It's not a Muppet Christmas Carol. It's not a Muppet Christmas Carol. It's a Muppet Christmas TV program that came out I believe it came out in 2001. I believe it came out either Christmas 2001 or 2002, so right after 9/11. And it is that story about Clarence. It's a Wonderful Life, where Kermit, like he goes back and he sees what a world without Kermit would be like. And so they shot this right around. Well, some of the scenes take place in New York City, and it was in production around the time that September 11th, 2001 occurred. And so there's all these scenes of Kermit in New York City in his real life, and it looks the way you would expect New York City to look without the Twin Towers. And then there's a shot, there's the sequence towards the end of the special where Kermit goes into the world where Kermit never existed. And in that world, clearly you can see that the two towers still exist. So, reasoning suggests that something Kermit did in his life caused the destruction of the two towers. The World Trade Center in New York City on September.
That is the wildest thing I've ever fucking heard.
Caused 50 Shades of Grey, which we've been watching.
How did we not cover this?
The Kermit. I just heard about this like last Christmas. I feel like it has been wild. Known. Oh my my stream reset. Oh no, here we are. Okay, I'm at the White Fuzz.
I've got the white line.
Okay, you feel good, Thrash? You got a drink and everything.
Let's do it. No, I'm gravy. Let's do this.
All right, it's gonna be.
My apologies for making this so late.
Hey man, you know what? I slept like shit last night. I stayed up playing Death Stranding, and today I took a big nap. I don't know how long. But I'm all fucked up. Was it
1 or 2?
Oh, Death Stranding 2. I'm like. I think I'm past
I saw you start playing it
part.
last night late, and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go hang out with Dave right now," but I really shouldn't. I should just probably go to bed because I have to be at work at 8.
Yeah, man, we'll see what I mean. It's kind of rare these days for me to have a total like insomnia. I have no idea, but the past couple of days I've had no idea but I'm awake right now. Here I am. I'm not. I
see you going on. Yeah,
I didn't even make coffee. So
hey Daisy.
What's up, Daisy?
Sure. Yeah. I've been seeing you pop on at odd hours. I'm like, ooh, Dave's.
Yeah, I am on odd hours. So we're gonna 3, 2, 1 go as normal on
Sounds
go.
good.
Oh man, I have a hiccup.
I'm so excited for this.
Yeah, this is.
finale.
I am
Yes.
so. I can't believe how much. I can't believe I like this. I'm so into this. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Pish, hua.
No, I fucked up.